purpose of this video, my name is George Silverman. I'm a former psychologist, retired business person, and I've long been interested in tools of thought, been using them since probably 1998, various forms. This is the brain. I'm going to show you how to include Rome in the brain and go back and forth from a kind of text block-based centered program like Rome to a visually based one like the brain. Let's start out in the brain. You see it says George's brain here. The beauty of the brain is that any node, unlike a mind map, any node can be made into the root. So this is the root, George's brain. Here's my control center. This shows all kinds of areas of expertise, interests, goals, etc., etc. What I'm going to do is go to mind skills. Buried under here is mind skills, but it's a major category, so I'm going to bring it up over here. Here's mind skills, and I've created a Rome mind skills page for this demonstration. So let's go over there. Now, I've shown you the graphic interface, but what is amazing here is there is a notes window. I'm not sure what they call it in Rome. Let me just get rid of that for a second. This is a notes page. Takes any kind of RTF notes or any other kinds of notes, markup notes, anything you want to put in there. That's the key to the whole thing. Now watch this. Watch what we're going to do. We're going to go over to Rome, and I have a Rome Mind Skills page. That's my major project right now. I'm creating a system of mental effectiveness in thought, feeling, action, imagination, and learning. So it's how to think smarter, feel better, learn more, be more imaginative, do better. I've got mind skills definition and mental methods, all kinds of things in here that I want to branch off, write articles about, write a book about, etc. So here's the main mind skills page. It is just one page among many. Here's today's notes. We're going to go back to the mind skills page and look what I can do. Up here, obviously, is the URL of that page because Rome is a web-based app. So I've grabbed the URL of my mind skills page in Rome. There may be another way to do it, I don't know, but that's the way. That's a very easy way to do it. Since you're already in a browser, copy the URL. Now let's go back to the brain. I'm on the Rome Mind Skills page. This, though, happens to be a web viewer. You can go back and forth between a notes page and web viewer. So I'm going to paste that URL in here. Now what? Watch what happens. I click on here, and now Rome launches. And the Mind Skills page comes up. But not only the Mind Skills page. Watch what happens. I can go to my Mind Skills definition link at my Mind Skills page. Okay? I can go to my best tweets. And here are some tweets. So this is a fully functioning version of Rome in the brain. Why would I want to do that? Well, sometimes I feel like I want the visual representation. It is way more rich than the, sorry, I was going to pull the graph in, but it's much more rich than the Rome graph ever could possibly be. as of this moment, I mean, not possible. But eventually, I would love to see the merging of the two, or at least the interaction of the two. This is as far as I've gotten it. So I can think of, here's a thought. They call these nodes in the brain a thought. So here's a thought, my basic marketing checklist. Let's go there. I already have the URL in there. If I click the URL of that page, watch what comes up. My basic marketing checklist. These are the questions to ask when you're marketing any kind of a product or service. Back to the Rome Mind Skills page. Now, what if I want to leave that open? Instead of going back and forth and having that Rome lag, all I have to do is set up a new tab from within Rome. This is not a browser, but this is the Rome app on my Mac. So I've got a new page. Now when I go to Mind Skills, the link isn't in there. I think it's still in my memory. I click on it and brings up the Mind Skills page. Now if I want to go back here and play, well, we'll leave it back on the left here. This is the main Mind Skills page. Now if I want to think here, see my associations, in here, I can do that. There's a thing on thought algorithms and threads and my major tweets. And all of that could be in Rome over here. There's a link here in Twitter. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's Twitter. It's a Twitter link. So now if I hit escape, I go back to the note page. So the whole thing is very flexible from this point of view. Now let's see what happens if I do this. If I grab the where is it? Copy web thought URL. It turns out that the brain, this is the local version, is synced to the cloud, and I have a fully functioning version on the cloud. Sync is completed. So now if I capture the web thought, that is the web address of this node here, copy the web thought. Now what happens is, let's go to Rome. I will just put it just arbitrarily. I'll put it in over here. That's the brain. This is the brain's link. So let's see what happens if I click on it. Now, what I would like for the people at Rome to do is some things in Rome are, you have an immediate display of the link you put in there. For instance, if you put a tweet link in here, the tweet itself is shown. What I would like is for it to show the brain, but it doesn't do that yet. What it does is, if I click on this link, it's going to, what's it going to do? Nothing at the moment. There it is. It's going to bring me to another link, and it's going to bring me over here to my brain. If I click on this, it's going to open the URL in a new tab. So you can see that I can actually be using Rome and the brain together from within the brain, and I can be using them back and forth pretty flexibly from Rome, but it requires you to jump to another page. So that's basically it. I hope you guys play with it, and I hope that Connor and his guys and gals will play with the integration of these URLs in Rome to actually display the brain thing. It shouldn't be too hard to do, says a guy who doesn't code, but seems to me to be straightforward. And I sincerely hope you can do that, because it'll aid the connections that you can make between all these thoughts. Sometimes you're going to do it verbally. Sometimes they're just concepts. Like many of these are just concepts, words that are groupings of things in the world. But thinking is the relationship between concepts, specifying the relationships between concepts. And sometimes seemingly unrelated concepts, you now see a relationship between them. And the brain is beautiful for initially thinking something out, some new area, like the 5 basic mental functions. What are they? I put them in here, then I can go to thinking, and I can drill down, and it lets you think out an area, especially where you don't know where the root cause, the root is, and where the trunk is, and all of that. It just reconfigures. Rome is a little more hierarchical, although it's designed to not be so hierarchical, and to show all the links. So they're very similar, and I believe they are tremendously complementary to each other. I can just speak personally and say that I'm getting all kinds of new connections. The construction of my mind skills system is going at 10 times the speed that it was going at the beginning of the year when I first started doing this, kind of in Scrivener and in other note-taking applications. Now with thought processing, I'm getting back to the brain. I've been using the brain since about the year 1999, 2000. It's very mature. It was invented in 1998, and it's got all kinds of fabulous things in it. Rome is ridiculously simple, wonderful, elegant. The both of them are brilliant, and congratulations to those people, Connor and you, and all those people who have brought both of these together. And I hope we can bring these together even better, because this is truly what Steve Jobs said about bicycles for the mind. It makes us 20, 30, 40, 50 IQ points more intelligent, and it's my dream that people will be able to, we can take people of average intelligence or people of higher than average intelligence and turn everybody into, in their particular field, into a genius. Thank you very much, and I hope you can play with this. Follow me on Twitter and ask me any kinds of questions, or show me what you have put onto this. Love to participate with all you guys in tuning this up and leveling it up. Thanks again. Bye-bye.